Oh, and she's got skooma. Gondosa! You gotta quit this skooma habit. Here, I'll take it for you. Skooma ruins lives, okay? Hey guys, today we're going to be playing one of my favorite games of my childhood, Morrowind, Elder Scrolls 3. It feels weird to say this, but it came out 18 years ago, and I haven't played it probably in 10 years, so here we go. I've modded it up quite a bit. That opening song always gives me chills. Waning years, the third era of Tamriel, a prisoner born on a certain day to uncertain parents, was sent under guard without explanation to Morrowind, ignorant of the role he was to play in that nation's history. Ooh. Someone even remastered this intro sequence using in-game footage.
They have taken you from the Imperial City's prison, first by carriage and now by boat. To the east, to Morrowind. Fear not, for I am watchful. You have been chosen.
Wake up. We're here. Why are you shaking?
It's Job.
Are you okay? Wake up. Stand up. There you go. You were dreaming. What's your name?
What is my name? So I think I'm gonna play as I used to play, as a mercenary called Lavari. Obviously the game still looks old, because it's about 20 years old. And look at that bread, that HD bread.
Get yourself up on.
This is where they want you. Head down to the dock and I'll show you to the census office.
You finally arrived, but our
records don't show from where. It may not be the most fun, but I always played as an Imperial in Elder Scrolls games when I was a kid. I don't know why. Maybe because I saw them as the most, like, Americans? Or Romans? I kind of like Romans. Let's go with brown.
Great. I'm sure you'll fit right in. Follow me up to the office and they'll finish your release.
I know every single line of this title sequence. And it brings me, like, a lot of comfort for some reason.
Yes, we've been expecting you. You'll have to be recorded before you're officially released. There are a few ways we can do this, and the choice is yours.
The only way to do Morrowind is to make a custom class. Because otherwise you're stuck with a bunch of useless major and minor skills, if I remember. So I'm going to be one called a mercenary, so I'm going to be kind of focused on being kind of charming with some sneaky kind of abilities. Now I've added a decent amount of marksman tweaks to the game. Like, so I think it should be fun to play as kind of a sneak archer type like I usually play in Skyrim. Okay, class description. A charming rogue. That's all that's necessary, isn't it? Now it's sad, I don't remember much of the main story, but I do remember a beginning exploit. How to get money fast.
Off the table and go see Captain Gravius.
I'm not taking that long. We take this limeware platter, which is worth 650 gold pieces. We take it, and then we just drop it on the ground. Then they'll come over and yell at us.
And talk to
What are you doing? We'll let your actions go for now, but once you're released, stuff like that will get you arrested again. And you say bye-bye, and then you just pick it up again and they don't mind. It's a bit cheaty, but it's one of the things I always did, so I'm gonna do it. Now we are gonna ransack this room, like you're supposed to do. Go to the South Wall Corner Club, I remember where that is, and ask for Caius Gusads, they'll know where to find him. Serve him as you would serve the Emperor himself. I also have a letter for you and a dispersal to your name. So we have that in our journal. We have directions to Kaius Kosad's house, package for Kaius Kosad's, 87 gold. Great. You may notice that this
Speak
music
freely,
is
friend.
different than vanilla. There's this, there was this Belgian composer that made
I suppose I could spare a moment.
an album of music inspired by Morrowind, and it fits so well in with the standard soundtrack that I just added it to the music folder, and Morrowind will pick from it at random. Also, the running animation should be a little bit nicer. So, let's just kill a few people. I know this is kind of a starting dungeon here. So let's test out. Well, I guess my sneaking isn't that great. So get our arrows back. Get the slave key. And steal all her stuff. So notice the sneak up down is so minor. It's kind of funny. So I forget what's up and down. So pretty much from now on I'll be flying blind. If things turn out to be too easy because of this combat mod, I'll just turn up the difficulty.
Khajiit has no words for you.
Yes, we will let you go free. Yeah, sure. Forget if we get anything out of because of this. Yeah, everyone, just go free. Go, go, go.
Blessed we are.
Go, go, go. You'll have to get rid of that moon sugar if you want any services from me. I don't want any trouble. Oh my god. How does he know? Is he searching my bag? Can I just drop moon sugar? Look,
What is this regarding
I don't have any moon
Cyrodiil?
sugar. Okay. Take that. Take the dagger. Take that dagger. Take the common shirt. Take the grief. Yeah, I'm not good with drinking potions unless it's a health potion. Thank you. I worked so hard on the chat box today. I took an actual screenshot of the original Morrowind GUI and put it up through GIMP and made a PNG out of it. I put way too much time setting it up, but I'm happy with how it turned out. Because as you can see, I sort of have a monochrome setup here going, because as much as I like the feel of the old GUI, it's just not so fun to interact with. Why have I walked in here? What have I walked into? A worn cave door trapped. Okay. Shall we use a probe to untrap it? I hear weird sounds coming from in there. I think I'll use my tower. So for a few seconds, my security will be much better. Then let's use our probe. And I'll probably still... Sick. No, I actually just set up a Twitch widget, and I just downloaded the
This is the end of you,
Swit. Doesn't know how to open her own door. Oh, can I actually shoot her at all? This is part of dealing with Morrowind, is you have to accept the glitches as part of the game. So if I undo it from here... Oh, I forgot to... Oh, that wasn't as bad. So now she's, for some reason, totally forgotten about me. Great.
You will suffer greatly. Oh.
hear one of those. I forget what these are called. Suck it. You know, I was gonna play through the main quest and then kind of play it from there, but I was sort of gonna be playing Tamriel Rebuilt as if it's part of the main game. So I'll like pop in and out, but I've heard the questing is actually really good. But I actually hadn't checked on a detailed status of where the quests are, because I know they add the regions and then they add the quest content. Yeah, I think I'll want to play through it all, because at this point, they've spent more time on the mod than the developers spent on the actual game, I think.
I'm listening.
Oh, we forgot to ask him about Caius Cassades. Silly me. Yes, do not the upper door to the terrace, the right. One thing I like about Morrowind as opposed to Skyrim is when you get directions, there's no arrow that just points you where to go. You have to actually read what they say and go there. But in this case, I know where he's talking about.
Yes?
There's Caius Cassades, the sexiest man alive. The Emperor wants to make you a novice in the Blades, and that means you'll be following my orders. Are you ready to follow my orders? Yeah, fine. So you're with Caius, eh? And Caius wants information, eh? Of course, there's a this for that involved. I require a favor first, and then I'll tell you what you want to know. There are Dwemer ruins nearby called Arkengathand. I need you to run over there and find me a little cube with a circular design and some symbols on the side. It's called a Dwemer puzzle box. Bring me back it, and I'll tell you what you need to know. The little cube I'm looking for is about the size of a fist, maybe a little bigger. It's made of a coppery material with a circular design symbols. That's all I want, that little cube. I forget if once you give it to him, if anything else happens with it. How about some Morrowind history? I won't bore you blathering about history, that's what Caius is for, but if you're really interested, try On Morrowind, the Imperial Province, by Eramanwave Sunhold. I have an extra copy you can have. What an adventure like you really needs is a sense of current events. Who hates who? Where's trouble brewing? That's where opportunity lies for an outlander like you. The great houses hate each other. Theft, murder, assassinations, secret raids, standard stuff. The temple is trying to kill off a rebellious faction called the Dissident Priests. Ashlander nomads raid each other, attack traders and pilgrims. A secret cult is killing off imperial citizens. All bad enough. The real problem, though, is the blight. Monsters and diseases. The natives say it comes from the Red Mountain. It's been a local problem for years, but it's lately gotten badly out of control. Okay. Oh yeah, well you want to find where Ark... The funny thing is some people might leave this room and then remember that actually they have no idea how to get here. The old Dwemer ruins are extensive on the surface and underground. Head south out of the town, past the Siltstrider port, then cross the bridge east of the Odai River. At the signpost, head north towards Caldera. Immediately on the right, see a signpost for Molag Mar. Turn right and head uphill on an old road across an ancient Dwemer bridge over the Foyoda Mountains. No, Mamaya. The entrance to Arkenthand is on the east side of the Foyada, south of the bridge. Turn a crank on a pipe nearby to open the doors. What is a Foyada? It means fire river. Deep ash-dark ravines which run down from the Red Mountain are called Foyada. So it's just lava flows, basically. So, first we go south. So, up ahead, I remember there's a guy on a bridge that attacks you. And I remember that being my first tough fight I ever had when I first played Morrowind. When I first played Morrowind, it was just amazing. I'd never played something that good. Like, something where the graphic... this was considered pretty good graphics back in the day, but also I wasn't allowed to play anything else as a kid. I don't know why they let me play Morrowind. There's a lot of sketchy stuff in Morrowind. My parents were really traditional. I'm gonna go and just see if I can talk to Who's the guy on here I was supposed to talk to?
or move on.
Someone wanted to talk to me here. Is it you? No. Someone with a Romanish name.
Yes?
Crulius.
So what do you want?
Someone here wanted to talk to me. You guys just stand here behind your little desks? Ah, it was you. I was hoping you might come by. I got some work for you if you're interested. Through various channels, I've learned a bit about your situation. I'd like to tell you a little story. And when I'm done, you can ask me some questions, and then maybe you might decide to go out and do some things. You might, and you might not. That's your affair. And I also want to tell you about a nice present I think the Emperor wants you to have. And I'm not sure where it is, but maybe you'll want to check back and see if I found it later. After you've done some things. Okay, do something for me and I'll give you something cool from the Emperor. Once upon a time, there was a bad magistrate who took gold from criminal organizations to reduce the sentences and fines of criminals. Everybody knew he was doing this, but nobody could prove it, because even if it could be proved, the bad magistrate had important friends, and proof is not as powerful as important friends. At the same time, there's a good officer who enforced the laws because he thought laws made people happy and safe. And it bothered the good officer that enforcing the laws did no good because the bad magistrate let their criminals go as quick as the officer caught them. For a long time, the good officer sighed and said, "What can I do?" Because the bad magistrate has important friends and nothing I can do will touch him. But then the good officer said, "Wait a minute. What about the bad people who are bribing the bad magistrate? They haven't got important friends, and if they aren't around, then the bad magistrate can't get any more bribes." Okay, so we want to do something about these people. And that good officer made a special little prayer that there'd be a little bloodbath to wash the bad people away. There, isn't that a nice little story? Maybe not a perfect story, because it ends with a prayer, not a bloodbath. But maybe the story isn't over yet. This is good writing, actually. The bad people in my story are 5 members of the Kamana Tong. Oh, this is different from the Morag Tong. Kamana Tong are the bad version of Morang Tong, basically, right? I know they're a scout, a pawnbroker, a savant, a thief, and a smith, and that they're in Balmora. Unfortunately, I don't know their names. But maybe you can find their names, and where to find them. And then maybe my story could have a happy ending. With a little bloodbath instead of a little prayer. Tougher than you are, I'm afraid. Okay, so we can find out the names of these people from the Thieves Guild. Sure. Okay, so we'll keep this quest in our back pocket when we're a little more powerful. And now I'm disoriented. Head north towards Caldera, immediately right, see a signpost for Molag Mar, turn right, and head uphill on an old road to cross an ancient Dreamer Bridge. Seems vaguely familiar. Molag Mar, exactly. Here we are. So I know the guy on the bridge is not friendly, so I'm going to see if I can pick him off from up here. Come on. Forget if you can just... Oh yeah, I can just spam this. Okay. So can I hit him from here? Oh, I should have been sneaking. Ah, who cares? No way he's gonna get to me.
I'm gonna do what's called a pro gamer move.
Come over here. That was way easier than I remember it being. Snowy Granius. Iron Wart, common pants. What a commoner. Fur boots, what? Armor rating 5 versus armor rating 5. Do I want fur boots or do I want net leather boots? I think we're more of a fur kind of person. Oh, cliff racers, don't. Okay, so I installed an ecology mod, which is supposed to make animals behave more realistically. So I'm sort of hoping that this cliff racer won't come straight at me, but it seems to be coming straight at me. Suck it! Okay, so there's the Dwemer Ruins. Okay, so this is the lever. Oh my god, this brings back so many memories. Sheesh. Oh my god, I remember this. Hall of Centrifuge. I remember this. Shit. This is so nostalgic. I wasn't ready for how I was gonna feel playing this. God. Okay, I think I remember there's a guy down here. And not friendly, so I'm not gonna even give him a chance. Am I good or what? Why? Because you just took a...
I'll be back, and you'll be dead.
He's fleeing, idiot.
Get away from me.
I just leveled up for the first time
We're done here.
in 10 years. There's no chance in such an old game that using a lantern is going to affect your stealth, right? My acrobatics increased to 6. My acrobatics is so low that my jump is barely a hop. Yeah, this is where you have to start considering weight to value ratio. God! I don't know why I wasn't expecting someone to be there. If I rest, will he forget that I'm there? Oh, God! Dark Brother, no. Take that. Well, I can't say I'm sad about having a full set of Dark Brotherhood armor. Wait, so let's see how much better this is than our standard armor. Colovian Fur Helm, armor rating 7. This is armor rating 31.
Ultimate gamer outfit.
Who needs chitin anymore? I'm all about Dark Brotherhood. An attempt was made on my life as I tried to rest. I do not know who wishes me dead, but the attack should probably be reported to a guard. Yeah, I was in a Dreamer Ruins. Now can I finally rest? Oh yeah, now I have ascended my level. You realize that all your life has been coasting along as if you were in a dream. Suddenly, facing the trials of the last few days, you've come alive. As in real life. I like how often he gets staggered. Not bad. Yes! Unlocking! Oh, that's great. Dreamer Goblet. Cure common disease. Oh my god. We are in luck. Fire resistance.
Day 2.
Maybe it's upstairs there? Not that way.
2,000 years later.
And search every... Okay, Halls of Centrifuge. That's how to get back to the Halls of Centrifuge. Heaven's Gallery. And it's not in here, right? It's not on this. It's not on this. And it's not on this. Okay, I've searched that. I would say we've searched all the rooms here. So, Weaving Bell Hall is considered clear. Aha! There it is. The Dreamer puzzle box. God. Finally. I am sick of this dungeon. I'm absolutely sick of it. I've been in here for hours. And I finally found what I came to find. It's pretty close. Okay, I'm gonna drink my recall potion. And this should bring me right back to where I did my mark spell. Yes! Perfect. Just what I was looking for. Just let me take this Dreamer puzzle box and I'll tell you what Caius will want to know about the 6th house. And about the Nerevarine. By the way, the inscriptions on the box seem to be the directions for setting a Dreamer key to open a specific lock. If you're interested after you delivered your report to Caius, come back and maybe I'll have a key you can take back to the Arkengathand. However, I already picked that lock. House Dagoth is the 6th house. The lost 6th house. In the First Age, House Dagoth betrayed the other great houses during the War of the First Council and was destroyed for their treason. I can answer any question you have, but I'll give you some notes to give to Caius and recommend some 6th house references you should read. Here's a list of cheat books. All of them will tell you something about the 6th house and how it ended. The War in the First Council, Saint Nerevar, Nerevar, Moon and Star, and the real Nerevar. Try the bookseller Dorisa Darvel over in the commercial district. She'll have at least some of these titles.
Ah, greetings. What shall we talk about?
60,000. A Winged Twilight Grand Soul Gem. Dude. So I could theoretically just take this? Ah! I love how she just has the thing worth 60,000.
What is this about?
No. Turn this way. Hello. Talk to me. Is it worth using invisibility? It's probably better to use that on a Thieves Guild quest. Please. I got it. Woo! Oh my god. Okay, Ogrim Titan. Jeez, once we offload these stolen goods, we are good for life. I'm just camped out on top of right next to your super valuable stuff.
What are you doing?
Wow, I was expelled. They do their paperwork really fast.
Over here!
You don't really need this one, but it just feels good to clean them out.
Hey! Victor! I don't know if I can help you, but I'll try.
They're so nice.
Yes, I'll try.
Okay, let's bring our stuff to Caius Cassade's.
Well, hello there. A pleasure to meet you.
Wow. Can I take your stuff, or are you gonna get pissed off?
You've stolen for the last... Well, hello there. A pleasure to meet you.
Let's get some training. Speechcraft? Oh, he can teach us how to be... Yeah, let's learn some sly speech tricks from Caius Cassade's. Perfect. I feel more charming already. Can I rest in your bed, please? Wait, first I'm going to give you... These notes are from Hasfat and Tablis. Excellent. I trust you didn't work you too hard for them. I'll look them over in more detail later, but now I have some new orders for you. I've glanced at his notes. They cover the 6th house admirably, but not the Nereverian cult. Hop on over to the Balmora Mages Guild. It's right next to the Balmora Fighters Guild. Can I rest in your bed, please, so I can level up? Thanks. You had a disturbing dream. You can only recall one part. A tall figure with a golden mask led you among the dead as through a wedding celebration. You heard many voices, but no lips move. You strained to breathe, but your chest didn't move. The tall figure spoke with each figure as he passed among them, laughing and joking as if they were alive, but they made no reply. You tried to cry out, but without breath, your tongue fluttered in vain. Jeez. Quarantine dreams, am I right? Let's up our strength and agility. Z, Y, X. That's all I can do. Ooh, now that we have silver arrows, we should be able to handle ghosts. Am I right? I hope I'm right. So let's go into the tomb and deal with some ghosts. Sounds like a great idea. Trapped door. I hope no problem. Apprentices Pro. We have 6 uses left. How bad can this be? What was this? I'm paralyzed for a little bit. Yeah, I can't move for a short amount of time. Now we just wait for the paralysis to wear off, and we'll be fine. Okay. Oh yeah, silver arrows wrecking cats. Wow. 1 hit kill. Bye-bye, ghost. I ransack a tomb and for what? Nothing. Ransacking tombs is not the... It's not the heady industry it once was. Such a shame. They don't make them like they used to. Giant mushroom. Good for the use in... You could make the world's largest portobello burger. Stupid cliff racer. Eat it! Eat it! Yeah, come here. I hate these things. I don't remember these. Blue Beetle. Wonder if that's a mod. Hasur. Oh my god. This looks pretty gnarly. Ghosts? Oh geez, I'm not sure I'm ready for this. Who are you? Ash Slave. So is this 6th house? Oh my god. You're not wearing very much. Good thing I clicked the right options when installing this these better body mods. Or else we might have seen some very naked people. Shoot, 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 shoot. They don't seem to be very strong, these people. Dreamer. Wrapped corpus meat hunk. Doesn't sound like something we want to eat. Not one bit. When I first played Morrowind a long time ago, I don't think I really understood much about the 6th house, because it was too kind of weird for me. Too deep for my teenage brain to handle. Ah, to be 13 again. What a time. What a time. Hey, oh shit, this guy is one of these. Oh. He's a lot of health. And I bet he'll one hit kill me. What did he just cast on me? Burden. 35 points. 6th house amulet. Why would I use this? I just wear it and it drains my personality. Ghoul heart, sign me up. Dagoth Fovon. Alright. What time of day is it? It's 8 PM. The shop's still open. Not on lockdown. Wear a mask. Social distance. Pawnbroker. Okay, I can sell some stuff to you. Hey. How would you like a 6th house amulet? I may need that, right? For some reason. How much gold do they have? She doesn't like me that much yet.
Outlander.
Yet do you want? The key. Let's bribe you 10 gold. Now if I bribe her, does she then get... No, I can bribe her 10 gold, but then she still has 700 gold. We're doing well. We're doing very well. Perhaps you think I come cheap. Well, I just succeeded a bunch of times. So I could be forgiven for assuming that you are cheap. Iron bolts. I'm not going to use iron bolts. I'm quite a big fan of silver arrows because I can hurt people who'd normally resist damage. Okay, where was I going to go? Right, I was first going to talk to Kaz Kassad, store some of my stuff. All I wanted to drop is the fat loot. This... You know what? I can just read this book now, and then I won't be sad when I miss it. On to Morrowind, the Imperial Province. After the conquest of Hammerfell, Imperial legions massed along the northeastern borders of Cyrodiil, and invasion fleets prepared in Skyrim. Initially, though the Imperial legions and navy were widely considered undefeatable, House Indoril and the Temple Hierarchy proposed to resist to the death. Redoran and Drez stood by Indoril, with Telvanni remaining neutral. Glauber proposed accommodation. Flow sucks! Contrived border incidents in Black Marsh ended inconclusively, but the swampy terrain did not favor Legion and Navy coordination. Against the Legion's mass west of Silgrad, Tower, and Kaganmore, and the Legion's west of Blacklight and Komara's View, Morrowind had pitifully small militias, stiffened by the small companies of Redoran mercenaries and elite units of House Nobles and Temper Ordinators and Arminger. So, all these houses didn't garrison in the western borders. Indoril and Dres proposed, rather than defend, to withdraw to the interior and fight a guerrilla war, whereas Hlau wanted to accommodate. Telvanni remained neutral. So Redoran faced the prospect of standing alone against the Empire. The situation changed radically when Vivek appeared in person in Vivek City to announce his negotiation of a treaty with Emperor Tiber Septim, reorganizing Morrowind as a province of the Empire, but guaranteeing all rights of faith and self-government. A shocked temple hierarchy, which apparently had not been consulted, greeted the announcement with awkward silence. Indoril swore they would resist to the death, while the loyal support of Dres, while Redoran, grateful for a graceful excuse to avoid facing the legions unsupported, joined with Hlau in welcoming the agreement. Telvanni, seeing which way the wind blew, joined with Hlau and Redoran to support the treaty. Nothing is known of the circumstances of the personal meeting between Septim and Vivek, or where it took place, or the preliminaries which must have preceded the treaty. The public reason was to protect the identities of the agents involved. In the West, speculation has centered around the role of Zurin Arctis in brokering... Who's Zurin Arctis? In the East, rumors suggested that Vivek offered Numidium to aid the conquest of the Altmer and Somerset Isle in return for significant concessions to preserve self-rule, house traditions, and religious practices in Morrowind. The Lord High Counselor of the Grand Council in Indoril refused to accept the treaty and refused to step down. He was assassinated and replaced by Hlau. House Hlau took the opportunity to settle some old scores with House Indoril, and a number of local councils changed hands in bloody coups. More blood was shed in these inter-house struggles than against the Imperial legions during Morrowind's transition from an independent nation to the province of the Empire. The generals of the legions had dreaded an invasion of Morrowind. The Dunmer were widely regarded as the most dreadful and fanatic foes, further inspired by their temple and clan traditions. The generals had not grasped the political weakness of Morrowind, which Emperor Tiber Septim recognized and exploited. At the same time, given the tragic depopulation destruction experienced by the other provinces conquered by Septim and the swift and efficient assimilation of Morrowind into the imperial legal systems and economy, with relatively small impact on lower upper classes of Morrowind citizens, the tribunal also deserves some credit for recognizing the hopelessness of Morrowind's defense and the chance of gaining important concessions at the treaty table by being the first to offer peace. By contrast, many Indoril nobles chose to commit suicide rather than submit to the Empire, with the result that the house was significantly weakened during the period of transition, guaranteeing that they would lose much of their influence and power to House Hlau, whose influence and power was waxing with its enthusiastic accommodation with the Empire. The temple hierarchy more skillfully managed the loss of face, remaining aloof from political struggles and earning the goodwill of people by concentrating on their economic, education, and spiritual welfare. Wow. That was a pretty nice summary of Morrowind history that I have never read before. And now I feel like I understand the politics a lot better. Disturbing dreams. You're worrying me. You're not going loopy on me, are you? Okay, well, you're the moon sugar fanatic. A word of advice. In Morrowind, if you have disturbing dreams, the temple says you're crazy, and they want to lock you up. And if you have disturbing dreams and think they mean something, then the temple thinks you're a prophet or a witch, and they want to lock you up. So take my advice and keep a lid on it. 6th house. Okay, so I literally just... Okay, so the illiterate Ashlanders. So there's a lot of parallels, I think, between Morrowind politics and like Middle Eastern politics. So I should steal a Dwemer artifact from him, show it to Sad... It was a specific Dwemer artifact, right? Show it to Shadback.
What's this about?
All
What's this about?
I'm listening.
Okay, the question is, where is he actually keeping this stuff? I want to use Warden's Hand. So, it's illegal to rest here, but are they going to notice? Can I just sleep in his bed? Well, yeah, I can just sleep in his bed, but I couldn't have just... So it's illegal to just stand here and sleep on the floor, but I can just sleep in a random person's bed. Then we will do Warden's Hand. And then we will save. Let's just jump, sneak. So he doesn't see me now. He's whistling randomly, but I don't think that's because he sees me. Let's get our... Okay, he slightly sees me sometimes. So... Okay, I've picked it. So let's save. And there's a Dwemer artifact. We are so good. Hey, how's it going? You say you've been attacked by assassins? Oh yeah, I was attacked by assassins. From your description, it sounds like the work of the Dark Brotherhood. Yeah, maybe that's why I'm wearing full Dark Brotherhood armor. Speak to Apellius Mattius in Ebonheart about the matter.
Ah, hello.
Okay, so now I stole his Dwemer artifact. What am I supposed to do? Show it to Shadrach. Okay, Shadrach Grubbuger. Grubberbug. Wow, we're just having spicy romance these days. So let's talk to Anasi. When Anasi sees smooth moves like this, Anasi thinks a dancer, no? A high wall walker? If you aren't in the Thieves Guild suite, perhaps you should be. Yes, I am. How can Anasi not see? Must she be blind? She sees you walk, and she likes what she sees. Is this a good Khajiit accent? I'm not sure. I don't think it's very good. It is her profession to see such things as the flow of the body and the grace of the eye and admire. What Khajiit can see, what she wants and not take it. Could Anasi ask for a gift? Don't say no to Anasi. Must Anasi be the thief? Must she steal this thing, this Lavari fellow she wants? Or will he give himself as a gift? Of course we're going to give her the gift of friendship. Please forgive Anasi if she purrs like a kitten. But Anasi is so pleased. You will come visit Anasi often then and tell her things and ask her things too, for we are friends now, yes? Anasi such secrets knows, she almost bursts like Anasi must tell her new friend. This Hroridus upstairs, she's such a secret, I know. Oh, let's learn about Hroridus. Anasi tells you, Anasi trusts you. Yes, Anasi is a thief. You do not mind? Why? Because Anasi loves secret things. She loves secrets, and when she finds them, she loves to have them. Like this strange Hroridus upstairs. Hroridus is a secret. Anasi can see, so Anasi follows Hroridus, and this is how Anasi knows Hroridus serves Maroon's Dagon. The magic belt Hroridus has, such a pretty belt, but strange writings in strange letters. Maybe evil. Maybe danger. Wow. What an epic tale. Share a gift. Here, there is a little nothing that Anasi finds. A tasty treat and handy. Share a care. Forgive Anasi. Anasi is so ashamed to ask her new friend to share such a care. But Anasi is afraid, very afraid. This dustman, bad person, he frightens Anasi. He comes, tells Anasi there is no more Thieves Guild. There is just Kamana Tong. And Anasi will join Kamana Tong and be protected. Otherwise, Anasi is protected. Anasi might get hurt. This dustman, he talks quiet but very mean. Anasi is so sorry. Sorry to trouble her new friend, but Anasi is scared. Offer to take care of the bad person. Yeah, we're totally against the Kamana Tong. So this fits with our shtick. You're too kind, Lavari. Anasi knows she places great burden on new friend. But Anasi cannot fight, cannot shed blood. She has sworn such an oath. Anasi tries to be good, but Anasi thinks she is now in great danger. Darren Edrin, a dark elf, he is Kamana Tong, bigwig in Narmok. He is found at Nadine Redrun's shack, Rothrun's shack. Anasi is so ashamed that she asks a life, a very great gift from her new friend, but Anasi has no one else. Is that you?
Stranger.
Say your needs.
Yeah. Okay, well, let's get her to like us a little more with some persuasion. Let's admire you. Not with you, no. Bribe fail. You're not. I'm not doing well. Okay, this is going well. Let's save it. Alright. What? I didn't try to... I'm admiring, not intimidating you. And... what do we have to... New shoes, Brygor? Where did you get that Dreamer artifact? I bet you stole it from a Bastion thief. How did you know Bastion had one? Because Bastion pays me good money to keep it secret. Let New Shoes go and I'll forget about it. Okay, you got me this time. I'll let him go. But it's not over between us. I'll remember you. But she still likes me. Right? Oh. Should we get a little blessing? What's this? Flask. Ooh, some gold. Can we steal it? Yep. Pointlessly stealing tiny... I'm just stealing the gold next to the altar and donating it. But actually, there's nothing I need restored. I'm just going to restore my attributes. Standing there.
Let's hear it.
Let's hear it. You wish I had something to talk to you about. I don't. What I like in Morrowind is sometimes people actually give you the wrong directions, kind of like in real life. Really immersive. I wonder if there's any modern games that do that. Don't give you quest markers, but I think just modern gamers wouldn't take it, wouldn't be able to handle it. And I'm not sure I would want to handle it in a new game. Should I be jumping everywhere like an idiot? Wait, were you a dreamer? You look kind of dreamerish. No. I don't believe I've seen an Imperial with such a grand outfit in some time. Can I help you? Wow, okay, this is the first good comment we've gotten about our outfit, so I'm happy. But this is the outfit. She can apparently see that I'm wearing nice clothes under this.
What makes this smell?
How do you do, Cyril?
You know what? You could use an attitude adjustment. Oh, you actually like me. But you say, what makes this smell? I think it's Arathor. It's not me. New shoes brug is free. Habasi knew you could do this thing. Take 1,000 drakes. Less than what it would cost without your help. What's up, Caius? How's it going? Sharn Gra Muzgob. Oh yeah, and then I was gonna do some service for him.
Please, go ahead.
Sharn Gra Muzgrov. Was not to be. Okay, so we want to go to the ancestral tomb. Did we find out where that was? South of Pelagia, just off the road, just before the fork where the road goes towards Sedanin. Look at these beautiful high-res berries. So beautiful. The graphics. I know the graphics of Morrowind are just blowing you away right now. Look at these. I love games where you can see the polygons. I like to know I'm playing a game. Pick some more amazing berries. Look, we just pick every single berry in this entire bush at once. That's like hundreds of berries. I could make jam with those. In this nook. And there you are. Perfect. And there are ghosts in here, but thankfully I have silver arrows, so I should be good. Ooh, hear the creepy whispers. Someone's dead down here. Jeez, you're fast. But not a lot of health. Dead body. Oh, this is probably a grave robber. That's my guess. I'll check it out before next stream, because I would like distant terrain if possible. Oh shit, another skeleton. And my health. Oh my god. Oh, one hit kill. Shard arrow. So shard arrows. So shard arrows have charges. So I'm assuming each one has a charge. So this means I can only recover it a certain number of times before it's not doing any more frost damage. So this does 1 to 4 damage versus my silver arrows that do 1 to 3 damage. So I should be using these shard arrows instead. Or wasting spark. Hey. The magic effects are a little intense. I wouldn't mind a mod that changes the magic sound effects. Oh, geez. I was nowhere near you. You hit me from across the room. Just because you have a spear doesn't mean you can hit someone from across the room. That reminds me of Elder Scrolls Arena. You could swing your sword and you would hit someone a million miles away. Arena. What is that? What is attacking me? Shoot. I couldn't even see you. God, that gave me a jump. Let's start. That gave me a start. I'm such an old person. And there's the skull. Suck it, my unarmored skill just went up. I am the Sharmat. I am older than music. What I bring is light. What I bring is a star. What I bring is an ancient sea. When you sleep, you see me dancing at the core. It is not a blight. It is my house. I put a star into the world's mouth to murder it. Tear down the pylons. My blind fish swim in the new Phlogiston? Is that a real word? Tear down the pylons, my death moons. Sing and burn and orbit me. I am older than music. What I bring is light. What I bring is a star. What I bring is an ancient sea. The ending of the words of the Siwi. Interesting. I like that. Scroll of Elemental Burst, that sounds good. Shock resistance, restore luck. Ooh, a native Gadulon bone mode helm. Nice to look at, not nice to have. So, we're going back to Balmora. So let's do Siwi intervention, which should take us back to the Balmora. Fuck. Shit. It took me to Vivek. Kill me now. I did not want to go to Vivek. Ordinator. I haven't seen one of these guys in such a long time. Sorry guys, I didn't mean to come here. Yeah, they seem great. I watched some of the release videos. This is the first time I've played Open Morrowind. My favorite thing about it is how stable it is. There's still some, and I like the performance diagnostics that you can open by pressing F3. But they seem like they really know what they're doing. I really see it as the future of Morrowind. Even though it doesn't have all the snazzy, like, depth of field effects that Graphics Extender has. It's still quite good. And I like it's enabling people to play Morrowind on phones. You can play it on Android. Not that it's a great experience on a phone, but it's just mind-blowing that you can... As a kid, I would not have believed you could ever play Morrowind on a phone. That would have just blown my mind. But yeah, it's making Morrowind platform agnostic. It's amazing. You can play it on Linux, but you do have to... A lot of mods use Morrowind Script Extender, which Open Morrowind doesn't support. Yet, at least. What I want to find is some of the old mods that I remember. I used to mod Morrowind on when Planet Elder Scrolls was a thing. I wonder if you can still find the mods on Planet Elder Scrolls somewhere. I know all the modders that are still active have moved over to Nexus. But I know there's a ton of mods that just disappeared because I made some mods as well. None of my mods were great, of course. My highest rated mod was one that just removed all cliff racers from the game. In due time, they have a lot to do. Can't wait for the next release. Yeah, me neither. I'm using the latest nightly now, which supposedly is the nightlies are not as stable, not perfect. Very good. I'll just take that skull from you. Perfect for what I have in mind. What did you have in mind to do with someone else's skull? Thank you. Now, as I promised, I'll answer your questions on the Nerevarine cult. Go ahead. This Ashlander cult believes the long-dead hero Nerevar will be reborn to honor ancient promises to the tribes. According to legend, the prophesied Nerevarine will cast down the false gods of the tribunal temple, restore the traditional ancestor worship practiced by the Ashlanders, and drive all Outlanders from Morrowind, both temple and empire. Outlaw the cult, but it persists among the Ashlanders, who care little for imperial or temple law. Here, take this copy of my notes on the topic for Caius. So the Ashlanders practice ancestor worship. Interesting. I love the lore of Morrowind. It's so in-depth. Because anyone who really likes Morrowind doesn't mind that the graphics are old. And to play Skywind, you still need a computer that can play Morrowind, or basically you can only play on PC. Morrowind is life. I have to agree. And I'm sad it's been so long since I played it, because actually I think about it a lot. Like, I'll just think about it at random times. What are you doing? Put on some pants. Okay? Dude.
Speak up.
Holmar Winesot. Hail and well met, stranger. As ye can plainly see, I require some assistance if ye be kind enough to grant it. I need help finding the festering witch who has robbed me blind and left me for dead. A witch she had to be. I was on my way to Caldera when I met her. I think he was spent a little too long in the house of earthly delights. She was a stranger here like myself, and our conversations lightened the burden of travel. She was quite friendly as well, and, you know, we set up camp together. But that night she revealed the witch inside, cast a spell on me. I couldn't so much as blink, stole everything, even my worn-out clothes, but most importantly, she took my prized axe, Cloud Cleaver. Join with me, stranger, and let's find her and extract her entrails together. I'll help you find her. I knew you had the bloodlust in you, stranger. I believe she's camped where I left her up to the northwest, though I could be wrong, as the spell disoriented me a bit. You know this area better than me. No, I don't. The witch shall rule the day when she met Hlomar Winesot. Okay, so I think that he probably was mostly to blame for that situation, because his name is... Anyone with the name Winesot probably has alcoholism running in the... Seems a bit chilly today, doesn't it? Yeah, well, if you're totally nude. Now, in Morrowind, companions are very inconsistent. There's a huge chance that they're just going to go missing. But thankfully, this companion I don't care about. So if he goes missing,
Run while you still can, child.
It's going to be his own problem. You saying that to me? You didn't even pull out a weapon. You didn't even try to fight the Cliff Racer. You know, if I get tired of you, I'm just going to kill you. I'm sorry. Nothing personal. But I don't know how to get him to go away otherwise. You look kind of witchy. So you've already met my good friend Hlomar. My name is Sosia Kostiana, the healer. How can I be of assistance to you two? Ha, a right funny story that one is. The true story, Lavari, is that I took Hlomar on as a traveling companion for protection only for the road to Caldera. Along the way, he was getting entirely too friendly for his own good, to the point where I actually had to cast a sleep spell on him just to teach him a lesson in manners. I stripped him and left him by the road, and to be sure he didn't come after me for retribution, I took that Cloud Cleaver he's always been fawning over as well. I 100% believe her, because Hlomar is weird. Oh, I don't think he's ready to get it back quite yet. I can see from the rage burning in those tiny Nord eyes of his. Are you not a Nord too, or are you a Breton? However, if he meets me in 3 days at the Mages Guild Hall at Caldera, I will return everything I have of his, but not a minute sooner. Tell him that is Sosia's offer.
Oh, Outlander, did you want something?
Shall I just persuade her? So you're not going to just attack her when you see her? I thought you really wanted to kill her. Well, I'm not be waiting another 3 days to have my bloody axe when it's in the hands of that damn witch. Are you going to help me? Or are you believing in the lies spilling out of that witch's face? I believe her.
You're
Sorry.
growing weak.
I'm not very intimidated by you. You seem to have a lot of health. 100% your fault. Well, you don't have anything. Maybe she'll give me something? I'm sorry to hear he's dead, but he was a fool. Such is the way fools meet their end. And I will take Cloud Cleaver to one who can handle its power. How about me? His obsession with that axe led to his death. I'll leave it with someone who can use it well. I thank you for your help, stranger. I think that hothead would have killed me had you not intervened. Here, take these potions as a gift, and seek me out if you ever require my services in the future. Wait, why am I attacking him? He might be normal. This could be another person without pants. Jesus, people, put on some pants. Come on. Stop. Now, we know better than this. You will speak with me now, or you shall feel the bite of my axe. When this enchantment wears off, his deep red will share some blood. Aye, a foul witch has given me some enchanted disease, leaving me rooted to this spot. This seems like a very similar tale to the one we were just told. Let's just kill him. Let's just kill him. These guys are trouble. I don't believe them. Last time I tried to help one of you... How does it feel to know death is near? You're very, I'm just protecting whatever poor woman he was probably hassling. That's all.
Oh, master.
You are going to love this helmet. Are you putting together a whole outfit? Yes, here it is. Got 1,000 gold. So now do we advance, please? I want to be an operative. Okay, should I ask for any more jobs? Gandosa Erebar is a counselor's daughter, if you know what I mean. I hear she's got a copy of Boethia's pillow book. A client of ours wants some dirt on the Erebar family. Apparently, Gandosa Erebar has a copy of this book, which has been banned by the temple. Fetch the book and return it to me. I have to admit, I am a bit curious myself. I am also curious about this book, so... yeah, I'm gonna do this. And then that's going to be the end of it.
Speak, Trevor.
Why is the book banned by the temple? That's what I want to know. As soon as you ban a book, you just make people want to read it. So just don't ban books.
I've got better things to do. So
People don't read books anyway unless they're banned.
Let's hear it.
Gandosa. Yeah. We all know what you've been reading. All right. I'm pretty sure this is the room that she reads everything. Look at all the cushions everywhere. Lives of the Saints. Got a lot of alcohol. And we have locked level 75. You unlock this. And we can untrapify it. Without Gandosa being a whit the wiser. Ah, here it is. Oh, and she's got skooma. Gandosa! You gotta quit this skooma habit. Here, I'll take it for you. Skooma ruins lives,
I've got better
okay?
things to do, so if you don't mind,
Yes,
let's
we know
move
what you
this
have
along.
to do. You have to sit in your pillows and drink skooma and read Boethia's
Let's
pillow
hear it.
book. The kids these days. A random guy walks in your house, comes in, flings open all the doors, and you don't even close it. You don't even bat an eyelash. And I'm glad I took her skooma because someone needs to get it away from her. I consider myself a good person. Don't let bros do skooma. Alright, so now we're going to sit down. We are going to get a bottle of some...
I have a feeling that you and I are about to become...
You know, shall we try skooma? Shall we try skooma? I mean, we'll try anything once. Let's take a seat here. Sit down with some skooma and a good book. And that'll be the end. Alright, so where's my skooma? What's it gonna do to us? Considered magic. Fortify speed, drain agility, drain intelligence. Okay, for 60 seconds. So we're gonna be fine. Some skooma. Wow, I really feel that going to work. And now we sit by the candlelight. I think we need a little more candlelight. Yes, that really illuminates the room. How about another? How about a brass? Yeah, wow. This is really nice ambience for our dramatic reading of Boethiah's Pillow Book. I hope this is... I've never read this. I thought it was going to be an actual book that you can read, but apparently not. No words can describe what you see or what you think you see. So I guess it's a picture book that you're not going to get to see. What a shame. Interesting books these Dunmer have. We're getting paid well for this job. I looked over the emergency supplies here and found a ring and amulet you might like. Just don't tell everyone I gave them to you, eh? Far Silence and Chameleon Ring. Okay, I have tons of chameleon rings by now.
This is a wondrous encounter.
Anyhow, the stream has gone on a lot longer than I thought it would, and I'm very happy about that. But it is time for me to bid you adieu, and hope you have a good night.